Hello students! Today we're going to be learning how to use gerunds and infinitives. Now, some verbs in English can be used in combination with other verbs to express certain ideas. Some of them use the second verb in gerund form with ing, while others use it in the infinitive form. So this is using the to plus verb simple form. Now let's look more closely how to use these two different forms. Verbs followed by a gerund are keep, mind, enjoy. So, for example, we would say, the police kept stopping me on my way home tonight. They enjoy reading magazines. I don't mind going again tomorrow. As you can see, we use the keep, mind, and enjoy before the verb that is in the gerund form, in the ing. So we say kept stopping, enjoy reading, mind going. Okay, now let's look at infinitives. Verbs followed by an infinitive are promise, seem, want, decide, and go. So we would say, she promised never to smoke again. He seems to be happy. He wants to play football. We decided not to buy a new car. I went there to buy a hammer. As you can see, the simple form of the verb is followed by the to plus verb simple form. So we say promised to smoke, seems to be, wants to play, decided to buy, went to buy. There are some verbs that are followed by either the infinitive form or the gerund form. These verbs are like, love, begin, start, and hate. So any of these 5 verbs can take either the infinitive or the gerund. Let's look at some examples. They like dancing. Like dancing is in the gerund form. They like to dance. This is in the infinitive form. Both have the same meaning, so we can use like in either two of the forms. She loves speaking English. Love speaking English is in the gerund form. And she loves to speak English is in the infinitive. And as you can see, they both have the same meaning. The only difference is that the first ends in ing and the second uses to plus the verb simple form. Now let's look at some expressions. There are 2 expressions that are followed by a gerund. Look forward to and be interested in. So for example, we would say, Peter is looking forward to going to the movies tonight. She is really interested in learning English. As you can see, we use looking forward to and interested in with a verb in the gerund form. Now let's look at the final part. Finally, some prepositions can be followed by a gerund. For example, about, for, and without can be followed by a gerund. Now let's look at some examples. We would say, we talked about moving to a new house. The man was arrested for stealing. I drove home without being stopped. As you can see, we use the preposition about and then a verb in the ing form, so in the gerund form. So we would say about moving, for stealing, without being. Perfect. Thank you for listening to this video.